think once again my mic was on mute. I've done it again. Should be fine now, fingers crossed. Let me know if you can hear me now. If a moment ago it was like watching a silent movie, I think it may have been. Let's see. So we want to take out these snipers, but we'll get speed up first. Then we'll go defense up on cap. Get some summons in. Let's see. Let me know if the sound is coming through now as well. I always do that every time. I don't know why. Some kind of mental block. I always have that mute on. We'll stun this sniper before they fire off the shot with the fence up. Hey, sorry, and good to see you. Thank you, Ben. Glad to hear it. I don't stream very often, so I'm a bit rusty at it. So I much prefer content where if I mess up, I can restart again. Something you can't do in a stream, unfortunately. So a little bit of pressure here when we do this, but something different. So all good. Try and take out red skull. No one needing a heal. Hey, look, good to see you. So when you do this, without a doubt, you want it on your times 3. As much as it's nice to see the animations, you simply don't have time when it comes to the Deadpool raid. I've got quite a few codes to give away, Josh. I think I've got, let's see, I think I've got about 10 or 12 to give away because someone contacted me on Twitter and they gave me some additional codes. Actually, when I retweeted the tweet the other day, I've put the link to that individual. So I think they're doing a comic book at the moment, so feel free to check them out and offer your support because they've given us some additional codes, which was very kind of them. Let's see. If I get a chance for the yak arrow, I may fire it off here. But we should be okay. Slow down. I can't slow down Winter Soldier. What will I go for? Just go for the slow here. And there's still the taunt on Crossbones. I think Winter Soldier's going to get his ultimate off. Don't think I can do much about it. Well, there we go. Actually, the slow worked really well because he's pretty slow as it is. That's us. One down. We need to keep an eye and see how everyone else is getting on. Guys that are in the Discord chat as well, feel free to give me an update on your progress. I can't really switch to the Discord, so feel free to keep typing away there and let me know how it's getting on. Bit of a different screen layout here as well, so just something to try, getting the Discord chat, and I figured that'd be a bit of fun. Yeah, this is going to be confusing. Math God doing the raid in the stream at the same time, and I'm also checking the YouTube comments, so all over the place here. Yeah, Vision really is awesome. Although I would say I still prefer Spidey. Well, that was a bit of a point of contention. A lot of people thinking that Vision should have been Omega. He is very good, but I think Spidey's just all round fantastic because no matter what team you go up against, really, Spidey's great. Like, when do you not need your defense down, your stun and your slow? Whereas the slight downsides to Vision, but I will say that he is awesome, but the slight downsides to Vision are just the fact that you've got the real benefits that come from having him with a tech team, although tech teams are getting stronger, and you've also got the fact that his clears and so on are fantastic, his cleanse, but if you're maybe going up against a team that's not really throwing a ton of buffs up, you're not making the most of him. That's not to say that his ultimate isn't amazing, I will stress that, but that's just the reason I put Spidey ahead, as you can always use Spidey at any time. His skills are good to fire off, really. Getting for this quick here, 6 enemies left. May have to concentrate a little bit actually, because some of these can be quite tough. Let's see. We will have some downtime once I do my 5 nodes and we're waiting on other people to catch up, because it is a 2-hour stream, because it's a 2-hour raid, so during that time I can show off some characters, I can do some arena or blitz, or just answer some questions if anyone fancies that as well. Just noticed the Discord chat there. Right. This really is something different, but I suppose it's fun to do that. It gets a bit boring if you keep doing the same thing all the time. Fight number 3 coming up. Meta raid team. It's a good question. I know we're getting slight nerfs and speed up and slow down to Quake and Black Widow, but even with that, 30% will still be exceptionally strong. I'll actually fire off the yak arrow here. So you're going to keep Night Nurse. There's no way you're going to replace her anytime soon, and I'd say you'll probably be keeping Black Widow and Quake as well, to be honest. And then that leaves Cap and Yondu. It all depends. Yondu is getting nerfed. He maybe does require to be tuned down a little bit because he is exceptionally powerful. He's got everything really with the cleanses and the support and the heals and his ultimate, which does a huge amount of damage, and so does his basic as well. So I'm not too bothered by the fact that they're going to tune him down a little bit, just as long as they don't hit him too hard, because a lot of people have invested in him. But with that, I don't really see the raid team changing that much, to be honest. I know people that don't have Black Widow normally use Gamora, and Gamora can be subbed in for a few other characters. So maybe depending on the node, I suppose, if you're up against a node that has a lot of buffs, then you maybe want to drop in Doctor Strange, because we all know by now that he's really pretty fantastic on any nodes where it's mass buffs. Flipping them is just game changer, it really is. Working to get him to level 7. Yeah, it's a good point with all the hand sentry. You really need to run, it's a very specific team nowadays. You need your Black Widow for speed up, and then you need hand sentry to go afterwards, or no, sorry, vision to go afterwards to block hand sentry. Loki's going to be good. Really looking forward to him. It's the whole setup with Mordo. You've got the fact that Loki's minions will be tagged as Mystic, so Mordo will get the additional energy when you're defeated, and you've also got the fact that Mordo's focus is a little bit on the lower side. It's not that low, but it's not the highest, whereas Loki reduces the other team's focus by 30%, so Mordo will have a higher chance of his debuffs applying. So that'll really be pretty awesome. Take out this character here. As long as they don't nerf hand sentry at any point, because he is really powerful, but he's like a bit like Crossbones almost, in that he's a one-trick pony. He only really does one specific task. It's quite good to get a protector that's different, the same way that Kingpin's different, and that he calls in summons. It'd be a bit boring if every protector was just simply that character tanking, so I do like that about hand sentry. Could maybe see them pulling down the evade a little bit on it to 1 turn, something like that. That is strong. Not the evade, the stealth even. Right, here we go, next node. This one, a little bit tougher. I'm going to jump back, see how everyone's doing. So we've only got 15 members at the moment, but we do have some on reserve as well. So the reserve guys, you're best to keep them for the last half hour or so, or the last hour, and they can jump in and help out with any nodes that are difficult. We're actually doing okay so far. Let's see. Someone wants to let Epic Fail know that it will be a while yet before we'll need any reserves jumping in. You can see he's asking in chat down there. Normally I would reply, but trying to do this at the same time, and I've got the keyboard quite near to the mic, so I don't want to be hammering away on that. I'd say Spidey, talking about him, is probably one of my favourite characters in the game now. It really is awesome, because I was going to say he was really lacklustre before. He still had his stun, which was great, but now he's just absolutely awesome. He really is. He's great, as he should be. Could do with a bit of a visual overhaul, I think. Being one of the earlier characters, he looks a little bit dated. So I'd like to see that change. Let's see, we'll go for the yak arrow here. We don't really need it, but it's better than just sitting on it for too long. And then I may hit... I'll go for the heals. I'll top everyone up here just to play it safe. We get hit with a bit of AoE there, but we've got the regen that will kick in on the next turn. So that's perfect. I think this is the one that Deadpool jumps in, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Can get a bit tricky. Yeah, defense down in 4 enemies is awesome. The start of the fight and his ultimate hits like an absolute truck now, and the stun and the slow, it's just great. I love pairing him up with Black Widow, and then you've got 2 stuns in your team, so if you go up against dual tank team, let's say you're going up against Drax and Crossbones, you can stun both of them. A couple of dangerous enemies here, but I think I'll probably want to get rid of Fury first before he calls in summons. It's between 3 to 4, Saurian, or is it 2 to 4? I'm not actually sure. 2 to 4 or 3 to 4. Hey Douglas, good to see you. I'll go for the stun on Deadpool. It may heal him, but what it will do is it will stop him from casting a move here, so that's worthwhile. That's still a pretty nice team. I imagine that one does well in raids. Yeah, so it is 3 minimum, but I figured. Defense down on 3 minimum is awesome, and when you do get that 4th one. Ever since he's been upgraded and I've started using the chain, I've been a bit more careful about how I use the chains. Before I used to just fire off skills and not really think about counter attacks and stealths and so on, but I really do focus on that a lot more. And I've got the tooltips that also tell us now as well that what skills are broken by counter attacks or stealth, which is pretty good. Should be there in the first place, but it's there now, so that's nice. Here we go. That's this one done. No point calling in summons here, that would be a waste. Yeah, we're off to a good start, Math God, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because we've got an audience here. We could end up embarrassing ourselves, so... Right, let's see. So I've got one more shot to go. This one's got Cable in it. Punisher and Winter Soldier. Be curious to see what they do with Star-Lord, because a lot of people are actually fitting him in teams pretty well at the moment, especially tech teams are pairing him up with Gamora on her own, so that when you use the ultimate you've got the guaranteed assist from Gamora, and her basic of course has the damage in the region of about 650% that it can do. That's really pretty awesome. So be curious what they do to buff him. It might just be removing some of that NG in his kit, because there is a large amount of that, and that's what for me pulled him down a fair bit. Get some summons here. Yeah, definitely. If you need one character at least that can do cleanse in each team you want to run. I would say that and a tank are probably your most important roles that you need to fill. Good man, Tengray. So the alliance I'm in anyway, it's a Marvel Heroes Strike Force. We set this up not long, well, in, when was it? Back in December I think it was, so it was not long after the game actually went into soft launch. And I think we're number 51 at the moment, at least we were last night, so pretty good. But we're not one of these alliances, we don't have any whales or anyone that goes create spending or anything like that, and we're still relatively casual, and you get some alliances that will take it really serious, the game, and we're not one at all. But despite that, we are pretty competitive, and we've managed to get 3 out of 3 on the Deadpool raids we've been doing so far, which is good. And I don't think we've ever, in about the 6 months we're playing, had any kind of aggro. It's just a kind of chill alliance that we are, which is pretty awesome. And I've jinxed it because we'll now fail this raid tonight and there'll be aggro and someone will rage quit. I can see that happening. Yeah, I suppose that's a good one. Flood, seriously casual. That's the best description for it. As much as it is beneficial to me that if we do well in the alliance, I've been in alliances before in other games, and definitely I'm not looking for anything too serious when it comes to alliance. I want to be competitive, but it is a game at the end of the day. It's all about having fun. Let's see, does anyone need a heal? No, I'll hold on to that. Hopefully get Punisher down before he fires off his... There we go. We're not going to take down this back guy, so we'll take out Winter Soldier, just so I don't have to worry about that ultimate. Use the heal now. And I'll save Night Nurse's heal for the next turn, because there's no point casting it yet. With the match almost over, I won't get 2 turns of my characters to get the regen in. Not that they actually need it now with the... Let's see, it's Yondu's summons. They're pretty great. If you were to work at Fox next and redo the Deadpool raid, what time limit would you put in it? I would say anywhere between about 4 and 8 would be good. Possibly maybe, saying that, maybe even 6. Something like that, 6 or 8, because it's clear they want to have an element of pressure there. And when you do it under the pressure, it feels good. But they need to account for time zones, and 2 hours does not do that at all. So let's say maybe 6 or 8 hours would put a bit of pressure on you, but it would also account for the time zones as well. So I'd much prefer that. I'll be exceptionally disappointed if a raid like this comes around again and they stick to the 2 hours. I'll be really, really disappointed if they do that, given just the general community sentiment towards it. And also, when I done that poll the other day, we had close to 1,800 people that said they didn't like the 2 hour timer, and something like 40 people that said that they did. So this will be a good example to see if they are actually listening now. There we go. Let's check everyone out. There's Flood. There's Jarl. I won't be moving just yet, but when I get energy, I'll start to move up this side. Still got a fair amount of nodes to do. I can't unfortunately zoom out because it's on blue stacks. I'm not quite sure how to do that. So Bruce the Bat recently joined the Alliance. He's a bit of a beast, to be honest. Big Mary's working his way around there. So that's good. The 2 guys have normally been clearing almost that entire side recently, which is awesome. Hey, how's it going, Valley? Good to see you. One day we will get this. We'll get the... What do you call it again? When there's the 2 years in the video. We will get that one day. I'm still getting more used to this as time goes on. Let's see. So Serb and Groove are looking good. We've got Epic headed up here. Math God. Tengri's working his way around. Hope you're enjoying your holiday you're on anyway. Flying at the moment. You're all prepped, getting all your videos before you went away as well. Good thing to do it. I will definitely get a video done with Fally in time. Definitely. I've not done a video with anyone yet, just because I'm not really used to the setup all these guys use. They do it quite often. I've not done it yet, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. Let's see, that side's going a little bit slower. There's Black up in there already. Nice. He's working his way through. Awesome stuff. So what kind of video then? If me and Valley were to do a video together, I can't think of the word you call it. A collab. That's the one. If we were to do a collab, what would we do a collab on first? I have no idea. First collab. That's fine. I'll go for that. seriously don't know if I'd be any good at it, to be honest, but could always try it. Let's see, what have I got to do now actually? So I've got my wasp energy to spend. Not getting her to 4-star unfortunately, so I won't be seeing much out the Back to Tiny World event. Yeah, definitely. We'll figure out something good to do. I really did like your video for He Who Shall Not Be Named, Voldemort. The accent you had was absolutely fantastic, Valley. It was really good. It sounded exactly like him. The mannerisms and the way you talked. It was impressive stuff. Right, let's see. So you've got this here, 200,000. It's going to be. I wonder how much the next one would be. I reckon it might be about 300,000. So all in, if you get 3-star Ant-Man, 3-star Wasp, you might be getting about 500,000, which is alright. Don't know if I'd call it massive, like they said. Dirty Sanchez, that's the one. We won't risk anything by saying any more than that. But yeah, that was good. The accent was awesome. If I close my eyes, I would think I was listening to that individual. Quite funny. There we go. I'm still rushing through this and I don't actually need to do that now because we've got a bit of breathing space here. Let's see. So what do I need to do actually? I'll go into Arena. I've not done one of them in a while. Got 2 left. Saving up the Arena tokens. I know that Vision was supposed to come to the Arena, but given how good he is now, I've got a suspicion they won't actually put him in it. But I'll save the tokens for another character, because there is only 6 characters in the Arena store, so it really could do with quite a few more being added to it. You got to get sorted, Valley, for your raid. Let me check Discord as well, actually. Nice, I think most people are just recharging at the moment. No worries, Trevor. Good to hear the videos have helped. I'm always learning new stuff as well, to be honest. I've never actually played this style of game before. A lot of the guys came from the Star Wars game, Galaxy of Heroes, so they were able to jump in straight away and understand the mechanics, how everything worked, and this is the first time I've played something like this, so definitely learning at the same time as well. This is the team I'm using. This is one that Casino was shown off in a video. Seems to work pretty well. It's all about locking down hand sentry. He's your dangerous character, and there's not many ways you can really neutralise him. With this, you speed up with Black Widow, and then you stun him. You don't stun him, sorry, you ability block him. Then you've got Strange for flipping all the buffs as well. There we go, that's nice. Now we'll slow him as well, actually. And then we'll flip all these buffs. Now, who do we want to stun here? I always struggle a little bit with this. We've flipped the buffs, but we do have the cleanse on Vision, so I'll keep Hand Sentry locked down. Could I do a speed up? I'll lock down Hand Sentry first. Nice one, Valley. Good luck anyway. We've only got 15 members at the moment, so it's most definitely going to be tight for us. I think we've got some backup that will hopefully be coming in soon. Looks like the guys in Discord are organising the backup, though I will mention it's maybe a bit early to have anyone jumping in and backup just yet, because we've still got an hour 20 left. Now I'll save this cleanse here. And let's see. Have we got a fence down? We don't. I want to put a fence down on Crossbones in case he gets his detonate off. Yeah, definitely. You need to, I think everyone needs to spend around about 300-400 cores with 15. I'll concentrate on Sentry still here. It really does mess you up if he gets his stealth off. Most of the characters here have got slow, so I'll go for the offence down on everyone. Then in a moment we've got vision to cleanse. There's a team that's quite slow, this one, because you're not putting out a ton of damage, but it's a safe team in a way. Most times you won't lose any characters doing it. Let's see, do we want ability block? We'll go for the cleanse here. We've got it in the bag anyway. Nice and easy. How many guys have you got, Valley and Isaac? Don't tell me you've got 23. That'll be nice if you do. I think the most we've managed to run it with is 20, and that's my big problem with the Deadpool raids, is that it's great when you finish them, the feeling, but the fact that other members of your alliance are missing out, it sucks. Because everyone needs to contribute the 600 keys to get the 14,400. So everyone's contributing keys, but not everyone's getting rewards. Not a good setup. Down 3 is not too bad if you've done it at 21. I wouldn't mind having 21 people right now on it. Notice in Discord, somebody put the map up. If you need me to put the map up, let me know. Preferably, I'd rather not, because I want to jump off this screen and everything will get a bit jumbled up. But if you need the map up, just say, and I'll post it. Yeah, Hand Sentry's absolutely fantastic. He really is. He's vital to some of the later levels you'll do in story. Just the amount of survivability he offers is completely through the roof. It really is. So we'll now jump over and we'll do some blitz. I'm actually saving my orbs for blitz. You can see I've got 10 of them here, and I've got 20,000 of the currency because I've got Spidey, Gamora and Crossbones at 7-star. I've got Luke Cage at 7-star, and the remaining characters are all at 5-star. And I'm trying to get the Merc Riot Guard up to 6-star for the next event, the payday event, once that comes round. Yeah, I think that's an understatement, but I like to say most people hate them. I was saying a moment ago, it was something like 1,800 that said no in regards to being happy with them, and 40 that said yes, so it was 96 or 97%. Bit of a landslide there. I just don't know what's going on with some of the decisions that are being made, and it's a real shame because the core game's great, but some of the decisions are just mind-boggling at the moment. Now we'll go for this team here because this one is all about putting out damage via Yondu, Kingpin and also Crossbones, and there's no kind of defence up here, even though this team is, what's that, 47,000 more points. We can hopefully still do it. 50% with an hour and a half to go, that's good. Again, let's not get complacent though. And make sure if there's anyone on reserve that you're not jumping in too early. It's still really early, we've got an hour 20. We might need a reserve for later on, so just whoever's taking lead at the moment, hold on to that reserve. We should hopefully get some others logging in soon as well. Right, let's see. I'll remove the speed up on Korath. Yondu's been locked down a fair bit there, that's unfortunate. Could actually lose him here, that would not be good. There we go, here's the sentry coming in clutch as always. And we will get rid of the archer, otherwise he will eat up all the evade we've just got. That's him gone. Punisher takes all the evades away. Sentry's down. However, this is where everything starts to kick in for us. We will take out, there's an evade here on Yondu. We'll try and take out Nobu because he'll be applying counter attacks soon. That could be pretty dangerous. And Crossbones coming in now. We'll still be quite tight this one actually. Let's see, we'll go for, what do we go for? Decisions. Do I call in? I'll call in the summons and hopefully they'll go before Yondu's summons if he gets the chance. So I do have Electra at 7-star, but I'm still trying to get the additional shards for her, because that way I can get Ultimus shards and get him unlocked. I'm up to something like 34 out of 180, which is not bad. And I'll hit auto now. Hey Craig, good to see you again. Which hero do you think needs a buff? Now, for a long time, probably about 3 or 4 weeks, I've been planning to do a top 5 worst heroes and how to fix them. And the 5 heroes, I can remember 4 of them. Of course, you've got Ronin, you've got Iron Fist, you've got Scientist Supreme, Bullseye, and number 5 I've not decided on. It could either be either Hulk, Groot, or Punisher. I'm not sure which one, purely for the fact that I can't really think of ways to improve them. But I've got a lot of ideas I really like for Iron Fist, and if you guys want me to run over what I think would be pretty cool, and it would tie in with his chi charging, then I will do. It'll be spoiling the video a little bit, but this is the main reason I wanted to do the video, is having this, at least in my mind, a good idea for buffing Iron Fist, and then thinking, why don't I cover the 5 worst heroes and see how they could actually be buffed. Yeah, Black Widow needs a buff. So we're up to 1.3 million, so that's nice. Nice one, Brian, that's good to hear. I know I'm a bit late at putting it out, unfortunately, but because we've only got 6 or so days left, but I figured the tips that my own alliance have picked up in the last week or so would be helpful. I find myself humping Electra in favour of Gamora all the time. Yeah, Gamora's pretty awesome. She really is. I'm going to switch over now, but I want to actually lose this next match, because I'm switching over to what I'd probably say would be my B team. So when I lose the match to go back down to the bottom of tier 8. In order to do that, I'm just scrolling down, and then we'll go for any 5 characters. Yeah, I wondered when you said humping there. Thought maybe I was missing something to that. Lost in translation. I've no idea, Cray. I have reached out to, I think it's Jason Bender he's called, on Twitter, who's the creative director, and I've just said to him that if there is a test centre, then it's something I'd be very interested in, and I do feel it would benefit the channel. And he said he would pass that on, and that was it really. That's all I've heard. I just feel the fact that we all know there's a certain individual that's got access to the test centre, and he's an individual that's not been very respectful to the community. So for that reason, I wasn't too fussed about a test centre in the first instance, but if individuals like that are getting access to the test centre, I would feel a little bit miffed if I didn't get access to it and someone like that did, if that makes sense. It would also help the channel as well. It means I could do the likes of a Ultimus in-depth review, which would be pretty awesome. And I could get in-depth reviews out, hopefully, before characters would actually maybe come out in Blitz, and then it would let you know, are they worth farming as well? Are they worth kind of really grinding for? Waking up every 2 hours for, what, a 72-hour period? Not that anyone does that, really, I don't think. I've managed to get within the top 1500 or always the top 500 ever since they released the 2 hours, and I certainly don't wake up during the night. It is a bit plain smart. Thank you, Cray. Would be interesting to run some high level teams if you did have access to that as well, so it'd be fun to maybe power up the Defenders team completely, or even power up a Kree or an AIM team to 7-star, and then see if you played about with them how they could perform. So it really would give a ton of opportunities for new content. I better check the Discord chat. Hey Traff Mike, good to see you. Let's see what's happening on Discord. I think we're doing all fine there. If you guys in Discord need a hand at any point, then actually let me know in the YouTube chat, because that's the one that's got my main attention at the moment. So leave me a message in YouTube chat if you need me to do anything really in regards to the organisation of this raid going on. Let's actually jump back and quickly see how we're doing in it. See if I've got any more energy yet. I may be up to 10. 1 moment. We're sitting at 52%. 5, 6 and 5. So we've had a reserve join this lane here. Let's see. There we go, that side's gone well. Thank you, Big Country. I'm a bit more rusty when it comes to the streams, but I do them every so often, just for something a bit different. It's good to chat to everyone in real time rather than the delayed messages on videos. Right, we're actually looking good. There's nothing that concerns me here. Sometimes when we're doing these you can start to worry a little bit. Bruce always likes to keep me on my toes. He always moves quite late and keeps me worried, but when he does move he absolutely blasts through the remaining nodes, so I'm not worried at all there with that. Let's see how much raid energy we've got. 370 cores. I'll probably be spending 300. You've got your 250s and I'll probably have to spend 2 100s as well, just simply due to the fact that we've only got 15 members. Right, let's go back to the Blitz now. And we will use the Avengers stroke Spider-Man team. It works really well for me. This is almost a guaranteed team. I'm doing this on the first match of tier 8 because I don't want to drop down to tier 7. That would be a bit of a nightmare. Got to go up against. Don't fancy the look of that team of Vision. I've got a 4 here, but Black Widow would speed him up, so that could be dangerous. We'll go for this one here. We'll try and slow down for, and that will negate the speed up and give him his standard speed, so he'll really be quite slow. Yeah, if Spidey got an Avengers tag, oh my, he'd be even better than he is already. He also needs a cool suit like one out of the Avengers as well, Infinity War, because his existing suit, mentioned it earlier, he just looks, if you look at him, just looks a bit basic. Really would like to see a nice visual upgrade for him. Right, let's see. So we'll remove the speed up here and the fence up. And we'll go to the far left here for the defense down. Yeah, Wolvie's a tough one because we've got an alliance member, Rain. Don't know if he's on at the moment, and I think he's got Wolvie maxed out, and he has for quite some time, and he says he's absolutely beastly. Big part of it is the regen in that ultimate, so I don't know if he's a character that requires you to level up a fair bit before you actually really get to see him at his full potential. I personally think he seems a bit underwhelming, but Rain swears by him how good he is. Yeah, definitely. I'd actually be fine with that being like an additional character, almost like an enhanced costume, something like that. What I wouldn't want is just simple reskins. Let's just say Hawkeye wearing his traditional suit and that was a brand new character you had to re-level. Wouldn't like that at all. It's going to be very interesting how they actually handle costumes. Don't know if I want to go for the stun and slow here. Just go for the regular attack and we'll try and cleanse Cap soon. Costumes could be a huge revenue source for the game as well, and it could be a huge add-on from a gameplay perspective depending on how they actually do it. Don't want Yondu bringing in his summons, so we'll stun him here. Yeah, they can really add to a game when you think of all the different costumes you get for characters, and I know personally for myself there's certain costumes I would want to play characters in and I'd work towards them, so they can